Ijale. Ijale.
Ijale.
Yeah.
Minutiae. It took a while to figure out the pronunciation of that. Minutiae.
Minutiae.
No, it's minutiae.
It's multiple.
Shut the
Americans say minutiae.
Minutiae?
Minutiae.
But
Oh,
does it have a British or
translate.
American with
Am
an
I
E?
dumb?
No. Because I did the Google. I did the thing. Was it on my phone? It must have been on my phone.
Let me write British pronunciation. Minutiae.
British pronunciation.
Minutiae.
Minutiae.
What the fuck did this motherfucker say?
Minutiae.
So what are you saying? Oh lord. Wait.
Minutiae.
Minutiae. Period. Done. Minutiae.
Minutiae.
Wait. How do you spell this fuck ass word? I feel really.
I'm stressed.
Ijale.
Okay, let's actually do the thing. What is up? This is Ruu's Reviews, where we keep it for real. I am Ruu, aka the Culture Black Kid.
I'm Ify, aka Ify.
And today we are reviewing the latest Ijale EP, Minutiae.
Yes.
Minutiae.
No, Minutiae.
It is their second EP. Minutiae. Minutiae.
No, because I actually. Oh.
It means the small, precise, or details of something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means. Okay, keep that in mind. So let's get minutiae.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into our initial thoughts.
Oh my god, hey. I love it. I loved it from the beginning. From the first song, I was entranced. Love the production. Love how it's self-produced. I think it's so bouncy with all the songs. And Ijale's lyricism, chef's kiss. I was just impressed from the get-go. I was like, 4 songs is crazy, but listen, opening the project, I was like, oh, 4. Which I'll get into because I was like, for such an intricate topic, like 4 songs is so hard to grasp, but it didn't take away from it sonically. I was really like, still loving it. I did love it. I think the first half is more upbeat than the second. Still loved it.
Okay.
That's it.
No, for sure. I've been looking forward to this project. I really enjoyed it. I think Ijale touches on a nice amount of personal and fun topics in that short span, in that first listen. Fun production, catchy bars. But I literally came out of it in that first listen and still right now going, I wish it was longer.
Yeah.
But I've been looking forward to it, and on first listen, it did not disappoint. So let's see why it did not disappoint with our pros.
First off, easy listen. It's a smooth project, and because of its length, I wasn't expecting any switch ups or a dampening in energy. And I still got what I expected, regardless of the back half, literally the last 2 songs being a bit more R&B heavy. But it still has that deep bass sound, the heavy 808s to match the vibe of the first 2 songs. The EP just breezes through and you kind of continually want to go back, which I did. As Ruu said, wish it was longer. You really it's addictive. It's a really addictive project. And the way it's composed, I think, is sincerely great. Another pro is it's just a classic Ijale sound. I love Ijale's sound. I love how he produces. I love his lyricism. I love his writing. I really love his music. And even though this pro really isn't focused on the EP, like listening back to his past stuff again, there is such a great level of consistency that I appreciate.
For sure.
And then also the mixing, back on the mix, the production, babes, sensational. It sounds crisp. It sounds balanced. And as I said, the fact that it's all self-produced, it makes sense. It's just a classic Ijale sound. And that obviously is a huge part of the production. It's just sweets, just very yummy. I literally love it. I loved literally 1 and 2, the first 2 songs on my standouts, Get Active and 321. For Get Active, once again, production goes crazy. I love what he's done. And he has a very cool, calm, and collected way he goes about himself on songs. And oh my god, it just sounds so good. I love the way he can sound so stress-free on a beat that is so deep and heavy. And the switch up as well in the song. I love a switch up. I'm a sucker for one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really rate it. Great opener. And then song two, 3, 2, 1. I love it. Once again, just like Get Active, the production is of note. Just an enjoyable listen. And the tiny, I don't know if anyone picked up on this, but there were tiny little ballet funk samples in that song layered underneath everything that goes for like 3 seconds. Ate up. Like just that little, it's the tiny details like that that make me grasp the concept of the project, of the attention to detail and the small things. And just well done. I love it. T, good job.
Nice, nice. The way I'm approaching these pros is kind of the same way in the Rachel Chinnerary way, where I'm pretty much just going track for track. There's only 4, so I can easily do that.
Done deal.
Get Active, solo way to start the EP. That first line sets the tone for pretty much the whole experience. Yeah. I love how the groove feels drill in parts, but the production elements feel still interesting. It doesn't feel like a typical drill beat, or does the groove still, whilst has that hat pattern, doesn't feel like, oh yeah, I'm listening to a drill song, because you can be like, is it or is it? Yeah. So, I really like that. 3, 2, 1. Am I wrong to say it brings more Afrobeat-esque
No, it does.
kind of vibes?
It definitely
Okay,
does.
amazing,
It does.
cool. Just double checking, making sure I keep my black card. Brings those kind of vibes to the table with Voldy, who is always a consistent Ijale collaborator. I think it is nothing new for him stylistically. I think No Weapon is a prime example of that on his last full-length project. But it's not my favorite in the style that he's done. No Weapon. But the groove was low-key and fun. The hook has earworm potential for sure. Tough Love brings another vibe to the table. More, like you said, the R&B side, laid back, very modern, underground club. But similar to 3, 2, 1, nothing new, but I like this bubble if I'm going for Ijale R&B a little bit more. But still a dope track. And the closer, Grateful, is my favorite.
Gorgeous song.
Because I think I'm going to read this verbatim.
Yeah.
It says, if there is something that is going to grab me, it's hearing the mutual feeling from another African person in this country yearning for the motherland, being looked over by our ancestors and wanting to better our people for the present and the future. Ijale has always been outspoken about his love for his people in all his music, and I hope this never stops.
Oh, and I agree. I agree. The last one was gorgeous. The last one was so beautiful.
It was so beautiful.
Oh my god. Oh, wow.
And the Voldy hook hits the emotions like Big Skeezers Go Back Home. It reminds me of that track as well. So, yeah, those are all my pros. Let's get into some cons, if we have any.
Okay, this isn't really a con, and it's more confusion. And this might be my fault.
It
actually,
that's a con.
That is, honestly, like, nearly wrote it. But I think this might be my fault for not really grasping. I'm going to read this verbatim. Might be my fault for not grasping, or maybe I need to do another listen or look at the context a bit more. So pull me up if it is my fault. But I don't really get the theme because I'm slow. I'm just slow. I feel a bit silly because I know there is something I'm missing, but listening without context or just stumbling upon the EP, I think it's a bit hard to get the central message. Like, I know what Minutiae means upon reading the meaning, but I just don't know how it ties in with the songs. So that further explanation, please. It's not really I'm just like, I think I'm not there. I think maybe this might be a bit too.
Did you get my message?
I literally read it.
Okay, cool.
I read it.
Cool.
No, there was context.
Double checking.
I read it. I looked at it, and I think I genuinely don't understand it too much. So
I think I understand what the EP is saying. I think, as much as I love the tracks, I'm trying to understand how that and the title correlate fully. I get it. I get the inklings of it.
Yes.
But this is what goes into my con, which is just the length.
Yeah.
Which, off the rip, you can just be like, I just want more tracks. But I feel like with such a dope title, confusing but dope title, such as Minutiae, that if the project went into even more depth with that title, then I'd be like, oh, hold up. And like, I'm like, oh, I wish you let this cook. Just 7, maybe go 7 tracks. Maybe 7. That's it. If you want to do a full length, cool. But I am happy with 7 and really get into what makes that definition of the small, precise, or details of something. Because it seems like we're grasping some things. Specifically on Grateful. I think Grateful is the one where I grasp the most.
110.
Outside of also maybe some bars from Get Active as well. But it's like, ooh, but what about the process of having that pieces of equipment that you're talking about in your PR that we read, and we're watching videos and the taking it apart and the putting it together and all the details translates a bit more into this project. And on a surface listen, like you say, if you just chuck this on, I feel like you won't get that. You have to deep it.
You have to dig.
You have to deep it.
Yeah.
So I get you.
Yeah. Not really, for me, not a con. It's just,
it's
I'm
not
just confused.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's a query.
Yeah. Thank you. Please answer. But that's it. That's all I had written. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and again, like I said, my one was just the more tracks, but it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So, let's get into our overall thoughts. Are we here for this? Depends on the day. Feeling iffy about it?
I'm here for it, but I teeter, because Grace now has like the little thing. It's definitely just under here for this. Only just a little. I genuinely enjoy the EP. It is easy to listen to. It's short, smooth, super cohesive. Even when it dips into the more R&B territory towards the end, it doesn't feel out of place at all. Like, everything makes sense. Mixing is crazy super good, and the deep bass and the heavy 808s keep everything locked into the same vibe. And for me, I think the way it's put together is so impressive. I really, really enjoy the mix and the production of this EP. As I said, it's got that classic Ijale sound. There's consistency. It's satisfying, and you can tell he knows his lane and he's like really honed into it. The only thing, and this is literally, it's just like, because I can't get it, but the only thing that threw me and made me teeter is I think maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it'll click more with another listen, but I just feel I've been so slow today. I think I swear to God, and I think like that might be with this as well, but the only reason I teeter is because like I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm not part of the clique. Like, I want to be a part of this group. But yeah, the title suggests that obviously there is something so much more deeper going on. And there definitely is. I just can't catch it. And yeah, it's just a small thing, but otherwise, like, call it a here for this. Call it that, genuinely. But yeah, that's it.
No, for sure. And I guess energy-wise, I'm the same, but I wrote here depends, but honestly, it's pretty much basically almost the same place, leaning a lot more towards here, because musically, production-wise, lyrically, again, Ijale has got it. One of the most creative people in the scene. It's, there's no secret why he works with the likes of the Marley Jose's and, everyone else that he's adjacent to. But, and it's selfish to say this, or it can feel selfish sometimes, but I just wish there was more tracks to really flesh out the title and some of the themes. Because, again, I can also be slow. And I'm like, spell it out for me.
Yeah,
sometimes
please,
you need it to be spelled out
for me.
Yeah, even within the metaphors. Like, sometimes the metaphors need to be spelled out. Kendrick to Pimp a Butterfly's metaphors, crazy, but you still like, no, I know exactly.
I know, yeah.
So, but anyway, let us know what you think. Are you here for this? Depends on the day. Feeling iffy about it? Let us know. Ijale Minutiae.
Yes, Minutiae. We got it.
Here on Ruu's Reviews. I am Ruu, the Culture Black Kid.
I'm Informer, aka Ify.
And we'll catch you next time. Peace.